They are the fake, disgusting news.
At nearly every one of his frequent political rallies, U.S. President Donald Trump, to the delight of the partisan crowd, harshly criticizes the media.
The only negative stories from the fakers back there.
The president and his administration contend that many American mainstream media outlets treat them unfairly. While journalists note that being the target of presidential criticism is often part of the job, being labeled enemies of the people is unacceptable to some. The frustration was palpable at a recent White House press briefing.
I think it would be a good thing if you were to say right here at this briefing that the press, the people who are gathered in this room right now, doing their jobs every day, asking questions of officials like the ones you brought forward earlier, are not the enemy of the people. I think we deserve that.
I think the president has made his position known. I also think it's ironic. I'm trying to answer your question.
The White House press secretary failed to rebut the president's use of the phrase equated with the brutal consequences of Stalinism.
I have covered White Houses myself. I've watched this for a very long time. I have never seen, and I cannot imagine, a situation where there is more tension, hostility, between the press corps and the president, mostly coming from the president.
The press is fighting back. Around 200 American newspapers on Thursday will make a coordinated editorial pushback to decry the president's attacks on the media. The campaign is led by the Boston Globe, which declares that the dirty war on the free press must end. Every participating newspaper, which includes large and small newspapers across the political spectrum, will write its own editorial, not necessarily using the same rhetoric as the politically left-of-center Globe.
What I like about the coordinated effort is not so much that we're going to have a message that aligns with them, because they may have a much more aggressive message. Our message is one that's consistent with our values, which is to defend the First Amendment, to stand for civility, and to give voice to voiceless people.
But some media critics see the newspapers as thin-skinned at a time when public trust in the press is at an all-time low. At the Tennessean, one of the largest newspapers in a state that voted 2-1 for Trump in 2016, Thursday's editorial is not targeting the president.
I may not even mention President Trump in my particular editorial.
Not only are newspapers participating in the campaign, the Radio, Television, Digital News Association is asking its 1,200 members to dedicate airtime, post online editorials, and share information on their social media platforms about the role that they play in preserving the public's right and need to know about government for and by the people. Steve Herman, VOA News, Washington.